Ah, fuck. I forgot to tweet this out. Give me 1 minute, guys. Sorry I dropped an F-bomb. Hello world, it's Berto Prey 5 Qapla, and welcome to Deep Space Nine Wednesday for September 2nd, 2020. Today we are going to watch Season 3, Episode 23, Family Business. This is a very Ferengi-centric episode, and I did forget to send out the tweet, so give me 1 quick second. I can share this on Twitter. I went a few minutes early so our friend Wesley Crusher could hear that awesome opening mambo music, and anyone else who enjoys it, I hope you got to enjoy it. Give me 1 quick second as I tweet this out. If anybody's been looking at Twitter or whatever, the biggest Star Trek news today is that there's going to be the first non-binary character on Star Trek. Bullshit. There's been 2 non-binary characters on Star Trek. The thing that Riker tried to bone in TNG, and then the one that Malcolm taught to read. To read, like read books, not talk to read. Malcolm read. Talk to read books in Enterprise. At least 2 non-binary aliens. At least 2. So F you first, non-binary, and a first transgender, because apparently I guess trills don't count as transgender, even though this particular transgender character is also going to be a trill. So trills don't count as transgender yet. But now they'll count as transgender. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's Discovery and we know it's going to suck. And I'm sorry. But it also proved Doomcock's latest rumors correct. At the end of this big long article of garbage, it says that Discovery Season 3 will be airing exclusively in the United States on CBS All Access. Period. No international mention. No, it used to say and on Netflix in international markets. Nope, didn't say that. Didn't even say Canada. Didn't even say space station for Canada. But as I told one of you fine gentlemen who was Skyping with me, everybody forgets about Canada anyway. But yeah, no, usually they would have said internationally on Netflix. They did not, which means, guess what, world? If you're not part of the United States or Canada, you're not going to get to see Discovery Season 3, just like you didn't get to see Lower Decks. Now, obviously, you're going to have your ways of getting it. But I don't know. I don't know if you should be happy or sad. I'd probably be happy. Joseph Petrick just donated €2 super chat. Thank you. Says greetings from the future. Yeah, a bird rant. No, it's not a rant. This is just what's happening. This is just what's happening on Twitter. By the way, I have to write out my Twitter. So what should I write? Qapla all. It's time for hashtag DS9 Wed. I have to spell it Wednesday. Otherwise, I'd spell it wrong. Qapla all. It's time for DS9 Wednesday. Hashtag DS9 Wednesday. Season 3. Episode 23. Family business. ... A very Ferengi-centric episode. Also, Sisko has his first date with Kasidy, and I have it saved on my clipboard because I couldn't spell Kasidy. Kasidy Yates. See you starts. I should say started already. Starts now. See you there. And I'll put in a link to the YouTube, and we will upload the thumbnail for the episode, which is just my DS9 family business. Okay. Tweeted out good. I don't know what that's going to do realistically, but I feel better for having done it. Okay. And today's episode was directed by none other than Rene Auberjonois, aka Odo. So yeah, way back May 15th, 1995, which was Mom and Dad O'Pre's wedding anniversary. So a very special day. I might not have seen this episode live. I might have missed this episode the first time. I might have been out with the parents at an anniversary dinner. I'm not sure. It was very unlikely we were home that day. Dan23 was first with a thumbs up. Thank you, Dan23. 47 Yorktown said 60 minutes, about 60 minutes ago. Thank you so much, 47 Yorktown. And there we go. There's we've got our comments popped out. Derek McManus says, all hail Qapla, Derek. Elihu, who, Qapla, Elihu. I'm sorry I was a little late to your stream earlier today. Guys, check out Elihu's channel. Today he did a stream on science fiction. Is science fiction pre-science fact? And the basic answer was yes, in my opinion. Rock Solid Productions, Qapla, Rock Solid, happy Thursday. No, Rock Solid. Today is Wednesday. It is Deep Space Nine Wednesday. John Araki says, Qapla, John Araki. Pflugerville will be back in 20 minutes. That was 21 minutes ago. So Pflugerville, I know you're back in the chat. I don't even have to look. Rock Solid says, hello. This thing on? Yes, Rock Solid. I heard you. And he wants Dear Bop, Dear Mop, and Dear Cop. And Dear Nop. Jesus. No, not today. He says, and of course, happy Thursday. It is not Thursday. There are 4 lights. It is not Thursday. Wesley Crushers is vertebrae. Darn it. I have to go to work right as this starts, which means right now. I'm so sorry, Wes. We had a late start today because my dentist was coming. He did end up coming, but he ended up coming way early. I had already set this to premiere at 5, so I didn't want to change it. And so here we are. Plus, it was a very busy day of streams. The Valkyries streaming a burlesque stream. How I can't miss a burlesque stream. way late into the afternoon. That was some good streaming. 54.5 Axis Radio playing the hits of Hitler, Mussolini, and Emperor Hirohito. Says, with a rebel yell, she cried, mourn, mourn, mourn. It's supposed to be to a song, but I don't know it. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, at least get the song, dude. Yes, we did it. We did it. We got it going, Wesley. Do 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 do. 47 Yorktown says hello, young sir. Thank you, Qapla. 47 Yorktown, not Ryan Johnson says hello, and Qapla. Hello, and Qapla. Rock Solid again wants Dear Bop, Dear Mop, Dear Cop, and Dear Nop. Wesley says, oh wow, I just received a notification for this. Awesome, Wes. Rock Solid says, serious question, Bird of Prey. Did you happen to see the members only video? And if so, what did you think? Yes, I did. I watched it and I had no strong feelings one way or the other. So I didn't honestly, yes and no. Would I sign up for an email list? Probably not. As much as I hate the current YouTube settings, I think I've got a system worked out now that I don't think I would I don't think I would sign up for an email at this point. But if YouTube would bring back their actual email notifications, I would very much be for it. But I don't want to sign up for an email from every specific creator. And I know not every creator would do it. So I honestly, I just didn't care. If you did it, yeah, maybe I'd sign up. If you didn't, like I said, I think I've got a decent way. Plus, as a member, now I get email notifications anyway when you send a member notification. So it's almost like it doesn't matter anymore to members. Not Ryan Johnson says do. Yep, I did. I said it. Sorry about that, not Ryan Johnson. Wesley Crusher is lolling too. Pixelate. Qapla Pixelate. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, goodbye world. It's Wesley Crusher. It's time for me to go to the mines. Oh, Wes. That's so far that the aisles of a box store are not the same. Well, I guess they are a lot the same as the cold tunnels or hot tunnels of deep uranium mines. I don't know, Wes. I guess they could be closer than I ever thought. Lady Q, Qapla Lady Q says hello, Bop. Deej Odyssey says greetings one and all. Qapla Deej. CDJ. Welcome, CDJ. Qapla. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, Riker was very woke. He would F anything that looks more feminine than himself. He might even F himself, Wes. He might. I'm sure he has, in fact. I think when him and his transporter clone first met, I think there was a cut scene they cut out of the episode, but would have been very, very disturbing to all of us. Dear Deej Odyssey wants hashtag Dear Deej. Well, you can do it, Deej. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Purple Valkyrie, the one and only, says, good evening all. Qapla Purple Valkyrie. If you were here, I was definitely got 2 thumbs up. Your streams always get 2 thumbs up, but today got 2 bigger thumbs ups. Not Ryan Johnson says bird rant. No, it wasn't a true rant. CJ, so Netflix have pulled the plug. Viewing figures must have been awful in season 2. You know, I from what I've heard from people internationally, specifically Ireland, there has not been any advertising of Discovery season 3 yet, and it's 5 weeks away. October 15th is supposed to be the air date. So for them, maybe October 16th. So they still haven't received any advertising. Even in this article, they go out of their way to not mention Netflix. So it seems very clear that Netflix has dropped Discovery and they own the rights to it. It's like they could show it without it costing them a dime, and they're still not going to show it. It's like not only are they not only do they think it's crap, They are angry at CBS, so they're going to cut their nose to spite their face and not even show it, even though they have the rights to show it for 6 more months. That is crazy. That's crazy. I mean, it was already crazy that they passed on Picard, right? They were like, you know what? We don't trust your track so much. We're not even gonna bid on your Star Trek Picard bullshit. We don't want it. Give it to our biggest rival, Amazon. So Amazon took it, and now maybe Amazon is even like, well, what the hell did we get ourselves into? Because they said no to Lower Decks. They said no to Lower Decks. And it's like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. No, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Netflix isn't going to be fooled twice. Amazon's not going to be fooled twice. What are you going to do with the 3rd Trek series? I don't know what you do. They don't know. They don't know. They have no plan. There's no Lower Decks. It's not coming. It's not coming to Amazon. It's not coming to Netflix. Where's it going to go? They don't know. They don't know. John Araki with a 99-cent super chat. Thank you so much, John Araki. Oh, you got the JJ Enterprise. You know what, John Araki? Just for you, one more time, we're going to give you. Okay, you got the NX-01 this time. We replayed it. At least the NX-01 without that JJ Enterprise. Yeah, so it had to be terrible, CDJ. Purple Valkyrie says hello to Deej. Joseph Patrick says, CDJ, I'm trying hard, giving the S2 the views. Watched it already twice. Wow, Joseph. Why, Joseph? Why? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Captain Track says, hey, Qapla, Captain Track. 47 Yorktown says, STD will be broadcast in Canada on CTV Sci-Fi channel. Okay, well, at least somebody is getting notice of it. CDJ says, Joseph, I saw a few in season 1, then binned it so I could watch it dry paint instead. Binned it. I don't know what binned is, but okay. Captain Track says, hey to Deej. Deej says, hey to Captain Track. Depressing day, but I'll get over it. I'm so sorry, Deej. Pflugerville, Qapla, you are here as promised, Pflugerville. 20 minutes later, congrats. Captain Track says, Deej, he's sorry. Dee Myers says, greetings and hello, Berto Pray, Sisso Pray, Mamo Pray, Nephew Pray, Sassy Pray, and hopefully you're all well and having a great day, or close to a great day. I'm having an okay day. Thank you. I'm going to have some more drama with my mouth. I know that. Goddamn dentist and his x-rays. But he's going away to some country for 5 weeks. So I won't have to worry about it for at least a month and a half, hopefully. Unless the tooth just like, you know, I don't know, breaks, falls out, God forbid. I have to do some type of emergency something. Dan23, Qapla, Dan23. Welcome. Purple Valkyrie is saying good afternoon to Captain Track. Everybody saying hello to each other. That's awesome. Awesome news. Star Trek Nitpickers, Qapla, Star Trek Nitpickers, good to see you. DD says, greetings to Purple Valkyrie. You did such a wonderful show today. The shows are just going to get better from here. Absolutely. The Valkyries, great show. Rock Solid Productions says, son of a bitch. It's okay, Rock Solid. It's Wednesday. Purple Valkyrie says, thank you for joining us, Bird of Prey. Love to you. Thank you so much, Purple Valkyrie. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, it would be free. It would be free. It would be free for Netflix. They already paid for it. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey, Star Trek released information on the non-binary Discovery Season 3 characters. Yes, Dan, I read the articles. I was on Twitter. So we're getting the first, they called the first non-binary character. And it's not that it's really the first non-binary character, because we've already had at least 2 non-binary characters in Star Trek. What they meant to say is we're getting the first non-binary actor to play a non-binary character. Okay? And they were so proud of themselves Like they went and they said, and we got this guy out of film school and guy, excuse me. We got this person out of film school and they were so thrilled that they could tell us the pronouns that this person used. They use they, them. And they've been going to whatever film school and they're doing whatever and blah, blah, blah. And yay, they're going to be our first non-binary actor. They're going to be our first non-binary character, but they mean actor because, like I said, they've already had at least 2 non-binary characters. Then they got their first transgender actor, not their first transgender character, because again, we've had transgender characters. This is a transgender actor, and the transgender actors goes by both they, them, or he, his. So why not just use he? Well, if he's transgender and he goes by either, why not just use he, him? Well, they had to go out of their way to say they also use they, them. You can use they, them from anybody. Why even pick? So this particular character, who's a he, him, but is going to play a transgender character because what? They're a transgender person, so they're playing a transgender character, and they're going to be a trill, which means that they're already transgender unless they were the one person who had like all their, worms in the same gender, which is extremely unlikely. So they were already going to be transgender. It is much ado about garbage. Much ado about garbage. I hate Star Trek Discovery so much. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It makes me hate it even more. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. They could be good characters. I mean, Stamets is one of the best characters in Discovery, as bad as it is, and he's not particularly great. But of the garbage we get, Stamets is one of the better people. And to be completely honest, I know this will not be a popular opinion, but for the 2 times we saw her, Jet Reno was up there on my short list of characters I didn't want to impale with a branding iron. Stamets and Jet Reno were standouts on that very short list. All the others, I wanted to give a big Kuroga full word brand across their face. But whatever. So it's not, these could be turned out to be fine actors and fine characters. It's the point about, oh my God, because you know what? You had it. Just because, how do you know? Maybe one of the actors you already had on the show was gay all along. Well, we know Sulu was gay. Well, maybe one of them just turned out to be trans all along and you never knew. Or maybe one of them considers themselves non-binary and just never came out. Right? I mean, some actor somewhere, they want a piece of the limelight. They could say, Sirach Lofton or whatever. He could come out and say, oh, you know what? I always considered myself non-binary. So I was the first non-binary character and actor in Star Trek. He could. I'm just saying. It's not impossible. Like, we didn't know that Sulu was the first gay character until decades later. And you know what? Did it matter? No, it didn't make an effing difference to the show. It didn't make a difference that Sulu was gay because he was acting and he played his part perfectly fine. Doesn't matter what the actor's gay. It doesn't matter whether the actor's transgender. It doesn't matter whether the actor's non-binary. Doesn't matter. None of that stuff matters. Purple Valkyrie says, thank you to D.D. Myers. They had a lot of fun today. Awesome. Not Ryan Johnson's hailing Captain Trek. Dan23 says, Android and I got notifications on my phone by pressing the bell icon. Doesn't work 100% of the time. Unfortunate. Captain Tracks is Purple Valkyrie. I wish I'd been there. I even checked the page to see when it was on, and it did not show anything. YouTube. It sucks. DD Myers says you are very welcome to Purple Valkyrie, and hello, guys. I don't know about you, but what I'm doing these days is always checking my notifications bell in YouTube. I don't know. I don't use the app. I use the YouTube webpage. There's a bell icon in the top right somewhere, and I always click on that, and I get a whole list of things. And that's basically replaced my email box, so I can see. Now, the only problem is that I have to just remember what I've seen and what I haven't seen. But that does show me a whole long list of what's come and what's come before. I did notice that, unfortunately, if a creator unlists their stream, then I believe it removes it from that list. And that's unfortunate, because I unlist my live streams, although I might either stop doing it or have to delete them because YouTube is changing its algorithm again, and it's really screwing up our live stream system. Michael Garrick says Riker is Bay. Bay? I know that's a word that people use these days. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Rock Solid is saying sorry to Deej. No Ring Fit adventure with Richard Simmons. Is that why Deej is sad? I'm sorry, Deej. Purple Valkyrie says YouTube didn't send any notifications. I think technically correct. We had to tweet it out. Yeah. I got notification, I'm pretty sure. That's how I knew. That's how I found it. Yeah, I did. And Captain Track said he didn't get the tweet. Flugerville, everybody's saying hello, hello. Sci-Fi Nation says greetings, Birdo Prey, Mamo Prey, Sassy O'Prey, and fellow nerds just listening in and lurking while dinner is going. All hail Karoga. Aru! Thank you, Sci-Fi Nation. Dan23 says, is this DS9 a Ferengi-centered episode? It is indeed. Dan23, very Ferengi. It's Moogie. Moogie, this might be... Is this the first appearance of Moogie? I'm not sure if it's her first appearance or not. I think it might be. I don't remember her coming up before. CDJ says, I think there must be an epidemic of poopy pants at CBS. Very possible, CD. J. John Araki says, hello, world. Hello, world. Hello, world, John Araki. DD says, greetings to Sci-Fi Nation. And there we go. Oh, perfect. Michael Garrick says, bird is bad with sayings. Dan23 says, only way I can watch these new Star Trek shows is when they release them on DVD. Well, there's other ways. I mean, there's other ways for those who are so inclined. John Araki says, the NX is greater than the JJ prize. Absolutely. Everything is greater than the JJ prize. DD says, how are you doing to Sci-Fi Nation? Dan23 says, New Kids Star Trek by Nickelodeon doesn't mean it be on Nickelodeon in every country. You'll have to wait and see. That is true. Yeah, the Star Trek Prodigy. Sci-Fi says to DD, he's doing great, making dinner and listening to the stream. DD is sorry about DJ's day. Not Ryan John. This is going to have more drama with my mouth. Birdo Prey 5. Did I say that? I'm going to have more drama with my mouth? I might have. Eastland Burkholder Qapla says, enjoy your day. Dentistry. Yeah, no fun. Yeah, no. Dentistry. Dentistry. For some reason, dentistry has not had the advances and I had hoped we would have by today. Dan says, I hate dentists and x-rays, and they ask you to open your mouth even wider, as wide as it can go. Yeah. And they're like, oh, I'm just going to put this in there. And I'm like, this thing's going to fall down my throat. He's like, no, it's not. Just don't move. You. And I should be able to hold it, okay? When I was a kid, the dentist had a thing and let me hold it in my mouth so I knew it wouldn't fall down my throat. Apparently, they don't do that anymore. Fuckers. Sassy. Fuckers. All of them. Be glad you don't have to go to the dentist, Sassy. Elihu says, Dan, I think you're Belzar from France. I don't know. Rock says that email subs would be free. I understand, Rock Solid. I highly doubt I would sign up for it, since I've kind of got it working. But if you want to go for it, go for it. I'm not like it's not that I'd be upset or anything. I just, at this point, I'm just so disgusted by YouTube. I just don't care, Rock Solid. I'm still seeing your videos, so it's not like I'm missing your videos. Dan23 says, to me, one more Star Trek non-binary actor looks like a character from 80s Doctor who we called Adric. I'm not sure. Dan23 is from England. Yeah, I was pretty sure I knew that. But you weren't the one I was talking about with the Ireland person who was telling me about there was no advertising. Eastland says, do they still do trill worms have genders? I would guess not, but I don't know. Elihu says, poor Adrasek killed the dinosaurs. Star Trek nitpickers agree about Stamets. Thank you. Hakeem says, non-binary, she's a robot. Adric is the person. Oh, but nitpickers disagrees about Reno. It's okay. Can't agree about everything. Rock Solid says, according to lore, the only reason you hate Discovery, Bird of Prey, is because Doomcock told you to after Kowalski fed him false source info. Lore Reloaded.
Scanning. Indications negative.
Aravic Sonda just donated $1. Thank you so much, Aravic Sonda. Qapla. And don't get me started on lore and Kowalski. Dan23 liked Jet Reno. So did I. Yosef says, yay, I like Jet Reno too. I think Tig Notaro is a great stand-up comedian and she played the character excellently. I wouldn't go that far, Yosef, but she was okay. Pflugerville says, Bird is on a big rant. Am I? Much Ado About Garbage. Sounds like an upcoming episode title. Thank you, Captain Track. Yosef says, Discovery has non-binary, but TNG had the binars. The exact opposite of non-binary. Eastland says, if I had written trills, they would have had 7 genders and would have felt human hoopla silly and lacking complexity, or have worms experience genders as phases of life. I could see that. Like you grow, you turn into a man, you keep growing, you turn into a woman. You grow a bit more, you turn back into a man, and you grow a little older, you turn back into a woman, and then you die. Star Trek Nitpicker says, fall makes me want to watch TNG and stop with TOS every night. TOS is for summer. That's an interesting way of putting it, Star Trek Nitpickers. Elihu got his notification on his phone. Awesome. Captain Track says, Joseph, TNG also had the episode about the member of the race where she was brainwashed after saying she identified as female. That is true. Dan says the word binary also has other meanings. Yes, it does. Dan23 never liked a Star Trek article that said 7 of 9 was always bi. That's nonsense. They're nonsense articles. They're not even articles. They're opinion pieces, Dan. Dan says, I just got 4 YouTube notifications for different channels. I got a couple of myself. Dan says, this is the first time we see the Ferengi homeworld. Okay, then this is probably the first time we see Moogie. Moogie! Greetings, John DeMarco. Qapla. Eastland says, we should be able to grow new teeth. Absolutely. Yosef's Dan23 because the article was BS. Deej Odyssey, but Bird, you don't have to go to the dentist either. He comes to you. It's true, but I actually would prefer going to the dentist. I had a very good dentist that was very close by. He had all the nicest, newest stuff. He had digital x-rays. I didn't have to put film in my mouth. He just brought the thing to my mouth. He put a thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3, done. He had no pain dentistry, and he was very competent at what he did. So much so that I went 10 years plus without having an issue, without going to the dentist. And then once I started seeing the home dentist and not really having much choice in the matter, every couple of months it's a new problem now. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey, what's worse, the JJ Prize or the Enterprise J? Oof, the Enterprise J. You got me, Dan. You got me. I thought I couldn't think of anything worse. You got me. Also, any Klingon ship in Discovery is also worse than the JJ Prize, except the D7. Yosef says, Bird of Prey, no teeth cleaning for Sassy. How come? She gets teeth cleaned. She doesn't have to go to the dentist. There's no doggy dentist. Yosef says, hey to Jeff Franklin. Jeff Franklin, Qapla, Jeff Franklin. Good to see you. Greetings, Jeff. Mako has agreed with Yosef. Dan23 says, Captain Trek, good choice. Jeff Franklin says, Qapla, what did Kowalski do? He didn't do anything. Well, he did a video. I would never know about the video because I don't subscribe or see his videos, but Lore Reloaded did a replay of his video. And so because I was at Lore's stream, I got to see Kowalski's video. And apparently Kowalski was just explaining how the first time, how he put a bunch of fake info on 4chan and he got supposedly, allegedly, got Doomcock to report it. And so, you know, that according to Kowalski, nobody should listen to Doomcock because Doomcock reports false rumors. However, I told, if Kowalski was on Lower Reloaded stream, like, all you did was get Doomcock from 100,000 to 200,000 subscribers. Doomcock is laughing all the way to the bank. Every time you put up a so-called fake rumor and Doomcock does a video on it, 150,000 people watch the video. He gets 20,000 new subscribers. God knows how much he makes off of the video and ad revenue. And so what? He says it's a rumor. So who the fuck cares if it's not true? Nobody. I'm still going to watch it because I want to believe it's true. It doesn't matter if it isn't. I'm not going to Doomcock for news. And Doomcock is still better at news than CNN. But even if I was going Doomcock for news, he's still got a better track record than most news. Track record, not Trek record. But I don't. I just go to him for rumor. He says, this is rumor. This is just something I heard and I'm talking about it. It is a rumor. And so fine, good. You're Doomcock's best friend. If anything, maybe he's paying you. I don't know. But to get up on your channel and like you're trying to like make fun of Doomcock, like, oh my God, look at how this guy, he just does this rumor. Meanwhile, Doomcock has 4 times as many subscribers as you, far more well known. And it's like, who's the joke? You're the joke, not Doomcock. You're the joke. Joe Biden donated $1. Hello, I took media questions today. Are you proud of me? Also, I can't believe Trump's wife got her hair done in California while it was illegal for them to be open. Yes, I know it was Nancy and not Trump wife, but I needed to lie. Enjoy your DS2 movie, number 22. Poor Joe. Poor Joe. Listen, Joe, one day in a couple months or 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, one day it's all going to be over and you're going to be allowed to go home to retire and sleep on a lawn chair in your backyard and not have to worry about if you have your arm around your sister or your wife. Not have to worry about people coming to you with questions about policies and, you know, why your son was making big money from some Ukrainian company. You'll just be able to sit by the pool and have those neighborhood kids come up and look at the blonde hair on your legs and watch that hair curl up and just enjoy your retirement. But you got to get through a few more months, Joe. You're really close. You're really close. Dan23 got a lot of notifications recently of YouTubers doing videos where they talk about other YouTubers. So I try not to, but sometimes it happens. Dan23 gives a thumbs up to the D7. Mako says he doesn't say it's a rumor. He says he has a source on the inside. Every video Doomcock puts out, he says, treat this as a rumor. He says it at least twice per video. He does say that he has a source on the inside that, quote unquote, confirms these rumors sometimes. Or he says these things back up with what a source on the inside says about it. But he always calls it a rumor. He says this is a rumor. You must treat it as such. He says it at the beginning of the video, usually at the end of the video, sometimes in the middle of the video, every single one. He has never come down and said, this is absolutely true. I know the person who's making this claim, and you can take it to the bank. He has never, ever, ever said that in a video. Anytime he's reporting on anything that's even remotely rumorish, he's like, this is a rumor. You must take it with a grain of salt. You must take it as such. Every single time. Captain Track says, Dan, why are YouTubers talking about other YouTubers on YouTube? It's the thing to do. Dan23 says, Discovery Klingon ships shouldn't really have cloaking. Nope. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Berto Pray in chat. Qapla, Mike Richards. Dan23 says, Captain Track don't really watch those kind of videos, but they do come up on my notifications. Dan23 says, Captain Track, I've watched a lot of YouTubers who say they are quite busy and they don't go around watching other YouTubers' videos. Oh, I watch Doomcock's videos all the time. I watch Neurotics videos all the time. I watch Anti-Tracker videos all the time. I watch Deej's videos all the time. I watch Purple Valkyrie's videos, the Valkyries. Loki's videos. When Captain Track was doing videos, I tended to watch his. Rambling Canuck. I watch a ton of YouTubers' videos. I can't watch them all, unfortunately, because I just don't have time. But and Lore Reloaded. Today I was at his stream. So I wouldn't watch a Kowalski video except for the fact that Lore played it today and I had nothing else to do at the time. I was multitasking, so I more listened to it than watched it. But still. Whatever. Joseph says, Bird of Prey, Doomcock may be the bigger channel, but Kowalski's videos are not about rumors. His predictions are always, I think, confirmed. I wouldn't know because I'll never see another video of his. Doesn't matter. The man has horrible taste, in my opinion, in Trek. And he has terrible opinion about himself. And I don't know what his beef is with Doomcock. I don't understand why he feels he needs to free the world from the fandom menace. Nobody cares about him, frankly, from the fandom menace. And I just assume go on not caring about him. He can do whatever he wants. It really doesn't matter. 4chan is a source, says Joseph. Mako says, so basically I heard rumor of excuses, everything. Got it. Basically, yes. I mean, and like I said, Doomcock is taking it to the bank. Because Doomcock will make a video about rumors. It will get tens, hundreds of thousands of views. Doomcock will get a lot more subscribers. And yeah, some of it might not be true. Some of it turns out to be true. Like this most recent rumor video he put out saying that Discovery wasn't going to be airing season 3 internationally and for at least 6 months. That it wasn't going to be on Netflix. I thought that was ridiculous. I didn't believe it. But everything now is showing that he was right. So where did he get that from? Did he get that from 4chan? I don't know. I don't care. But he's not always wrong. And I don't browse 4chan. I don't know why. I mean, I'm a message board person my whole life. I can't handle 4chan. It's so disordered. I can't deal with it. I don't go there. If I could go to 4chan by my own, then I would be good with it. But I don't go to 4chan. I don't go to 4chan, and I don't go to Reddit. So if info breaks at either of those sites, I need somebody like Doomcock to tell me about it because I'm not going to know. If it's on Twitter, I'll probably find it. Gloom Chicken never lies, says Star Trek Nitpickers. Rockside says, it's really sad to hear some of you YouTubers get called out by other YouTubers as trolls just for having different opinions. Seems quite harsh and crappy, and I can't believe someone would do it. Oh, believe it. Believe it. It happens all the time. Dan23 says, Kowalski is also part of the channel Track Central, I think. I'm not sure. I wouldn't know. Nitpicker says, I watch a fair amount of YouTube videos. Captain Trek is Bird of Prey. I know what I said before, but I want your advice. Should I start live streaming again? It's completely up to you, Captain Trek. I think you probably should. If you have any desire to live stream, you should live stream. I don't know what you want. I mean, if you don't want to live stream, then don't live stream. If you stop live streaming because you're afraid of offending somebody, then fuck that. You should live stream. If you have the desire to live stream, then live stream. Start a live stream right now. I don't care. Maybe some people will go over there before we even watch the episode. It won't bother me. I'd be happy if you're happy. Nitpicker says, as a nitpicker, it's Kowalski, not Kowalski. Well, this is my give a fuck meter. I'm sorry. I love you, Star Trek nitpickers, but I don't care about some things. Joseph Patrick says, Captain Track, reaction videos are pretty common, even if they used to be a reaction to functionality of YouTube, whereas the video reaction was created to get it automatically linked to the original one. Dan23 says, Star Trek nitpickers, I watch YouTube videos about Star Trek, Star Wars, Doctor Who, and what things I like regularly. John DeMarco says, all this conflict makes me long for something more wholesome, like Ferengi family drama, which we will get to very shortly, John DeMarco. Joseph says, well, tell you the 16th of October, if the rumor is true, I will like 13 Doomcock videos for every episode of season 3. Do you ever live stream, Bird, says Nitpickers. I try to, Star Trek Nitpickers. Jeff Franklin is sad. Oh, Jeff, why? Did I say something? Dan says, will Star Wars YouTubers, one that is not so good is Mike Zero. I've never heard of him. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, you missed the irony in my comment regarding YouTubers calling others trolls due to differing opinions, as I was the victim of someone who they cried about the same thing. I'm sorry, Rock Solid. Mike Richards' Doomcock may be the future ruler of Earth, but we have a God Emperor indeed. Ken Drake's Bird of Prey, here is no way I would start a stream now. What would I talk about? Because I would be watching your stream. Well, I'm just saying it's your call, Captain Trek. Pixelate am confused. I am watching Discovery Season 3 advertising on a UK market for Netflix right now. Season 3? Okay, well, that's good to know. Joseph says, we need convince Cinnabon to continue his channel. He wants to close it. It is not allowed. I agree. Guys, if you have not already, go to Cinnabon's channel. Check out his most recent videos. Give him a like. Give him a watch. And if you like his content, and which I imagine you will, because Cinnabon is one of my favorite YouTubers, give him a comment to tell him you want to continue to see him streaming. Because I do. Mike Richards says, greetings to Jeff Franklin. Dan23 says, nitpickers, I post about that sort of stuff on Instagram. I'm not an Instagram kind of person. Star Trek Nitpicker says, my big Star Wars fan friend hates Mike Zero. I have no idea who this man is. Dan23 says, Star Trek Discovery will be released in October. It will, for you, internationally. Okay. I was told otherwise, but if that's true, then we'll know Doomcock was wrong. I'll be the first to say it. Let's see what happens. Kevin Trek says, Bird of Prey, I think Jeff Franklin is sad about me doing live streams again. I doubt that, Captain. And Captain Trek puts out Cinnabon's link. Thank you so much, Captain Trek. And Rock Solid says, Mike Zero has precisely 0 production quality. Well, my production quality is what? A 1? I'm not one to argue about production quality. But with that, guys, let's go ahead and start this episode. We've already gone almost an hour here in the pre-show to watching the episode. If you have your own copy of the episode, again, it's season 3, episode 23, Family Business, then by all means bring up your own copy. You can do it on DVD, on Netflix, on Hulu, on Amazon Prime Video, and CBS All Access. If you don't have your own copy, go to the website address at the top of the screen, birdoprey5.com/SR, to the Bird of Prey 5 screening room, where we'll watch it together. When I hit play, you'll hear it. You can control the volume, but that'll be it. And if you don't do that, you can't do that, then just keep it up in YouTube here, and you will see in the bottom right corner of the screen screenshots every 5 or 6 seconds, so you know where we are in the episode. Now, if you go to the screening room, make sure you keep the YouTube window open so you can hear the commentary, because the screening room will only show you the actual episode, and you won't hear any commentary. Norman Buckwaltz is finally Moogie. Moogie, yes. And if you need me to read a comment, make sure you at BirdoPrey5 during the stream, and I will do my best to read it out loud, but no promises, depending on what's going on in the episode. So head on over to the screening room if you haven't already, and we are counting down to play 5. Oh, I got to turn off the audio. Here we go. Close one, Sassy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. We have Sisko making a salad. Singing. He's singing while he makes a salad. Oh, and he's cooking some other food too. In full uniform. And he's still got the beard from last week. Jake is in. He said dinner's almost ready. Oh, Jake's eating the salad directly from the bowl. He's cooking Hungarian food when he's in a good mood. Something runs in the family. Jake's got good news too. Captain Yates is back on the station. Kasidy Yates, the freighter captain he told him about. And Sisko's like, the one you want to meet. He's like, I can invite her over for dinner. How about tomorrow night? Sisko's like, I think you're getting a little ahead of ourselves. I know you want me to meet her, and I will, but let me handle it. Jake's like, you're going to like her. He's like, you never know. Jake knows. Jake knows. He's like, it's right here in the script. You're going to like her. Okay, so we're at Quark's bar. Quark is like, this place is packed. And he's like, where's Nog? Rom says he gave him the night off because he's studying for his Starfleet test. And Quark says that's a disgrace to Ferengi everywhere. He should be here helping him earn profit. And he's like, he doesn't want to be human. He just wants to join Starfleet. Quark says it's the same thing. We see Morn. Quark says that's how it begins. That's how it takes one impressionable youngster to join Starfleet. Next thing, the whole generation of Starfleet will be quoting the Prime Directive and abandoning the pursuit of Latinum as the end of Ferengi civilization as we know it, and it's all Rom's fault. Rom says, Nog doesn't want to destroy the Ferengi way of life. He just wants a job with better hours. And enter Brunt. You must be Quark. Brunt, FCA, the Ferengi Commerce Authority. And he hangs something on the wall. A writ of accountability. The bar is closed. Everybody out. Oh, Rom is literally pushing people out. Why would this document have any effect on a Bajoran station? I don't know, but Sisko tosses salads confirmed. No, rock solid. Do 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 do. Do do do. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Rock solid. No, it's not. John DeMarco says the best part. Thank you. We're at Quark's bar. Brunt is doing some pad calculations. So Brom asks, how do you get to be a FCA liquidator? Nerdrotic gives a $50 super chat. Hail, Nerdrotic. Qapla. Thank you so much, Gary. Oh man, thank you. So Brunt is saying that hiding things from the FCA can result in severe fines. And Quark wants to look over the scans. Jeff Regan says, at least bird isn't a cuckoo bird. And there you got some birds of prey fighting some Jem'Hadar fighters. Thank you again, Nerdrotic. And Nerdrotic says, you are most welcome, my friend. You are most thankful to, no, I'm most thankful you're here. Qapla. Very cool. Elihu says, San Francisco misses you, Nerdrotic. I don't think he misses San Francisco. So they want Quark's thumbprint. Quark's like, you haven't told me what I'm being charged with. Brunt says, no, I haven't. So Quark has to bribe him to get the charges. So he's getting charged with violating Ferengi bylaws, Sun subsection. He says, so you need a copy of the bylaws. So he's got, which you just happen to have, he's given him another bribe to get the copy. You gotta love the Ferengi. Subsection 1027. Improper supervision of a family member. You're being held accountable for the criminal activity of Ishka. His mother. Ishka. You mean our mother. Moogie! Oh, he's got to pay again to find out what she's done. She's charged with earning profit. Earning profit. Oh my God. It's a terrible disgrace. It's a terrible disgrace. And there's Odo, Rene Auberjonois, the director of the episode. So Quark is telling Odo he's responsible for the safekeeping of his bar. He's got to go back to the home world, take care of business. Odo already knows about the trouble with the FCA. Quark is like, I won't be gone long. The Neo-Normie says, Bird of Prey, I may have a surprise for you in a few hours. Very cool, Neo-Normie. Nerdrotic says, thanks, Elihu. I hope things get better. Hi, everyone, as well. Thanks for supporting our pal, Birdo Prey 5. Thank you so much. He's gonna wring the confession out of her. Odo's like, this is your mother we're talking about? Yeah, Quark is pissed. He is pissed. And you got some random Bajorans on the station. And Kira wants to know when he could come inspect the new runabout. He wants to name the new runabout the Rubicon. The rate we go through runabouts, it's a good thing the Earth has so many rivers, which was a great line. So Dax is asking if he's met Captain Yates yet. Jake introduced them. He's like, is she going to ask her out for dinner? Sisko's considering it. And what did you think about her? Dax says, let me put it this way. If I was Curzon, I'd have stolen her from you by now. And Sisko says, one of the reasons I'm glad you're not Curzon anymore. That, and so we could, you know, do it in the mirror universe. Oh, and Rom's going to come with them. Quark's like, no, you're not. There's a lot of Ferengi on this station. He said, what did I tell you about contradicting me? You said not to do it. And he's like, there's no reason I can't come along. The bar's closed. Quark is like, I don't want you to come. You'll just take her side. Moogie! Captain Traxxas Neurotic, thank you for supporting Birdo Prey 5 and others on YouTube. Absolutely. He's always takes her side. He's like, somebody's going to take her side. After all, it's their mother. Quark is like, fine, come if you want. Just remember, this is between Moogie, mother, and me. So if you know what's good for you, you'll stay out of the way. Rom doesn't know what's good for him. Let's face it. He gives Rom his bags to carry. A good old Quark. Rubicon is also a fruit drink. I don't know about that, Dan, but the Rubicon is also an off-road trail in Central or Northern California. That's probably where the river is, now that I think about it. So we get the first Ferengi culture. Welcome to our home, and even the liquidator has to give a donation when he comes in, and he has to do a ritual, and he has to agree that his house is Quark's house as his contents, and he has to sign waivers and whatnot. So Quark hasn't been home in 20 years, says Rom. And they came in without ringing a doorbell. And it looks like Moogie's been acquiring quite a few new things. And he said that's obviously with the generous stipend Quark gives her. Tooth sharpener. All Quark had was a cheap wooden chew stick. They've got business to attend to. As a registered liquidator, a formal list of infractions. She has 3 days. Quark has 3 days to obtain an admission of guilt. If he doesn't obtain the admission of guilt, then Quark is going to be required to make restitution. And Moogie shows up, and she's wearing clothes. And she's like, he understands, not that he's going to pay anything. And Rom is like, oh, look at you, you're dressed. And Brunt is like, your mother's wearing clothes, like it's a disgusting sight. Quark says, mother, get undressed this instant. And he says, oh, hello, Quark, you haven't changed a bit. And Brunt is like, perhaps I should leave. And the mother says, perhaps you should. And he's like, is she addressing me? And he's like, yeah, I was. He's like, it's my home and I'll address whoever I want. He will not stand there and be spoken to by a female. 3 days to get your house in order. He's so disgusted to look at her. Now see what you've done. You're upsetting your brother, Quark. Moogie cares how Quark feels. So then print this and take off the clothes. Moogie's like, no, she's not doing anything of the kind. Quark says, you're going to make a full confession so I can go back to my bar and pretend this has never happened. And Ram is like, we're leaving so soon. And Moogie says, it's your home. You can stay as long as you want. Or leave whenever you want. And she looks at Quark. It's up to you. Nerdrotic says, Bird of Prey is one of the best of us. Happy to do it. Aw. Thank you, Nerdrotic. See, this is why I tell you guys, I'm always happy to be on Nerdrotic streams, on Doomcock streams, the Inquisition, the Exozone on the rare occasions that they do them, but one day. Okay, so O'Brien and Bashir are breaking into Quark's bar to retrieve his dartboard. This is one of Ram's special security locks. Are we really supposed to believe they can't get in a lock? They've never seen anything convoluted. So Bashir says he wants his dartboard back. Why not just beam in? His lucky dartboard. He's like, I never said it was his lucky dartboard, just used to playing on it. Sisko's like a little defensive, aren't they? Tripartite Michael. He's like, that's going to take a long time. Says, if you want any suggestions, I'll be in Cargo Bay 4. He's like, no, 7. He's like, I thought you were going to see Kasidy Yates. Talk to the freighter captain. Jake's friend. How do you two know about her? And he's like, the chief, Bashir, like the chief told me. It's those of under the bus. How many people has Jake told about this woman? Everyone says O'Brien. So just beam in, O'Brien. Beam in, for Christ's sakes. He's serving tube grubs. He's serving dinner. It's Mother's job, but she's not feeling good. Quark is like, oh, that's it. That's not a bad idea. We could say she was sick. She's having emotional problems. Maybe we'll get the FCA to drop the charges. Oh. Mom says she just has a little rash because her skin is still getting used to clothing. And Quark is like, she hasn't even softened the grubs for us. Remember, the other children like to tease us about her. Your mother won't chew your food for you. Your mother talks to strangers. It's like they went out of the way. And now he talks about his father. And I think that's very few. We don't really get to hear much about Quark's father. You would find him slumped in his chair. Quark, I don't know what we're going to do about this female. No wonder he never earned much profit. He was too busy worrying about her. Ram says, I thought she did okay. And Quark said he could have done much better if she just shown him the respect he deserved. She may have dragged father down, but she's not going to drag me down. Someone's going to put her in her place. And now she comes up behind him and says, you have anyone in mind for the job? Her mother's quite proud of herself. Hello, Alexander Qapla. Rock Solid says, Nerdrotic, one of us. Deej says, greetings to Nerdrotic. She's not imprinting the confession. He says, but doing the confession doesn't take away from your achievement. Just agree to what you did. Never Why don't you tell him what he did? Tell him what she did. She took a part of the monthly stipend he sent her and invested in a beetle farm. The best beetles. She made 3 bars of gold-pressed latinum. Not 3 bars, 3 bars. He's like, it doesn't matter if it's 1 slip or 100,000 bars. Females are not allowed to earn profit. And she's like, why not? Because it's the law. Without law, society descends into chaos. And she said, society could use a little chaos. Man, that's a 2020 episode. It's like, oh, it's a family. Rom's like sitting around the table eating tube grubs and discussing important issues of the day. It's a family dinner. Ace Mr. Freeze, Qapla says Armin Shimmerman was great as Quark. He didn't get chewed grubs. No, he didn't. Nitpickers says John and George were the best Beatles. Oh, his mother's going to be served into indentured servitude and he'll be forced to make restitution. He's not going to let 3 bars of gold-pressed latinum destroy the family. Nobody's going to be able to do, he's not going to be able to do business with another Ferengi again. He's named Mother, please. For our family's reputation. For your son's financial health. Make the confession. She can't. She wished he could understand. He understands perfectly, he says. You're a selfish female who never cared about this family, about father, or about me. Ooh, Quark is pissed. Rom is mother's sad. Mother's sad. I love it that the doors are so short. They have to bend to go through them. So like a real normal height humanoid would have no chance. She's like, is something wrong? Rom is like, something's wrong. He's a little, that she's dressed. The clothes takes a little getting used to it. She's like, would he feel more comfortable if she took them off? He said, maybe, just a little. Like, all right, if it'd make you feel better, but only for you. This is not going in a good place. Oh, God. No one wants to see that except Rom, apparently. If this was 2020, we'd be seeing full-on Ferengi frontal nudity. Rom is trying to get her to actually do the confession. He's not all bad, Quark. He works hard. Should see the bar, it's thriving. She says she'd like to see the bar, but Ferengi tradition doesn't allow females to travel. Oh, she says he lives by him like an unenlightened Ferengi. Moogie! Can't you give back the 3 bars of latinum? You're going to destroy everything Quark's worked for. She says, I don't think Quark knows how lucky he is to have a brother like you. Ooh, nerderotic. Nancy Pelosi busted in San Francisco salon as my wife shuts hers down. Okay, that I'm definitely going to have to watch after this. If she imprints the confession, she'll be admitting what she did was wrong. She's not going to do it. She'd rather be sold into servitude. And Rom's like, but what about Quark? She's like, he's a smart boy. He can take care of himself. But enough about your brother. Let me see your teeth. Oh, God. It's like they're looking a little dull. Just sit here and she'll sharpen his teeth for him. I love when they bring back the Ferengi tooth sharpener when Nog goes to Starfleet Academy and Worf is like, "What's this?" It's a tooth sharpener. He's like, "How much?" So we see Kasidy Yates and her valiant crew carrying boxes when they could be using an anti-gravity sled. And Sisko comes in and says, "Why not just beam it into the cargo hold?" She said she wishes she could, but it's unstable biomatter. He's like, "Yeah, transporter should be able to deal with it. Whatever." She's like, "I don't have a Mark 7 transporter. She's got a Mark 5. Sisko's like, "They thought they stopped making them 15 years ago." Oh, let me guess. Commander Sisko, Benjamin, Kasidy Yates. "My son has told me a lot about you." She says, "I think Jake fancies himself something of a matchmaker." Sisko says, "He means well. He gets a little too enthusiastic." The inertium ore, she's got to go in. He was going to give her the hand. She's like, "I can take care of it." He says, "Sorry about Jake." She's like, "How about coffee? Tomorrow evening, 1800. Okay, she'll see you tomorrow. If she was really interested, she'd do it today. No, we know. We know this is how this is going to turn out. Star Trek Nitpicker says, "Is Nancy Pelosi getting sold into servitude? We could only wish." So who would pay? Who would pay for her? John DeMarco says, "A Ferengi with no teeth, with dull teeth, is no Ferengi at all." Quark is saying that Mother's been busy, really busy. It's not about 3 bars of latinum. She earned a lot more. So much he hasn't been able to track it all down. He's been operating under dozens of different aliases, conducting transactions all over the Ferengi Alliance. Do you know what this means? It means Moogie's got the lobes for business. Said even if he sold everything he had, he couldn't come close to paying back what she's earned. He's ruined. I'm ruined. Aw, poor Quark. Resolute says Nancy is worth about 50 cents as a scarecrow. It's not nice. But I agree. I made the joke. It's my fault. So Rom is like Quark is having a conniption. Rom wants to know if everything's all right. He's like, "I'm so proud of you, Quark. Other people in your situation might overreact, lose a temper, make a bad situation worse, but not my brother. You're too smart for that." And he puts his hand on a drink. "You're going to sit here and study the problem and come up with a clean solution." Oh, he knows the solution. "I'm going to kill her." He drinks. "What's the solution?" "I'm going to kill her." Moogie! Moogie! Quark caught her. The pad that she has. It's a letter to his cousin. Bullshit. He knew it. Trying to hide more profits. Rox odds his bird of prey. Nancy gets her hair done for Sleepy Joe Biden to snip. So Rom says she has a perfectly good explanation. And Moogie says, "Since when does a Ferengi needs to make excuses for making profit?" And Quark says, "You're a female." He says, "And she make more profit than he'll ever make." Quark's like, "He've had help. Tell me his name." Nope, it's all Moogie. The Quark, sometimes you can be so thick-headed. Insults are the only thing he understands. He's so plied with jealousy, he can't even think straight. Quark says, jealous of you? No. Ah, you're just like your father. Why would father be jealous? Because he knew that she had the lobes for business, and he didn't. She tried to give him financial advice, but he wouldn't listen because she's a female. And Quark is like, what other reason did he need? Females don't belong in business. He said, because it's wrong. And she's like, you got to do better than that. No, it's the law. A lot of things were good enough for your father. He was a lobeless failure. Oh my God. And you're going to end up just like him. He's going to the FCA. Let's see what they have to say about her financial empire. And Rom goes after him. Says, brother, wait. I'm not going to let you hurt mother. Wow, says Barry. Because of what she said about father? Did it ever occur that she might be right? He said, how dare you take her side about fathers? Rom knew him a lot better than he did. He left once he reached the age of ascension, but Rom stayed. He stayed for 10 years. He learned father was no financial genius. Quark is like, take it back, take it back. He went from one bad deal, one failure to the next. Oh, he's like, take it back, take it back. They have a fight scene in full makeup. Oh man, they're really going at it. They have to be really careful that makeup doesn't fall off the costume, the fake head. Oh, wow. I don't even remember it being this detailed. Quark! Mom, that's enough. Moogie! Ah, she goes for the ear. She goes for the ear. Says, if your brother wants to go to the FCA, let him. Go on, what are you waiting for? Get out of here. And it's raining. Quark doesn't know which way to go from his own house. It's like... Ah, poor Moogie. Moogie. Oh, we get some lightning. That lightning's almost on par with Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah. He's exhausted. That's the steepest 40 flights of stairs he's ever climbed. 7 strips of latinum to use the elevator. Refined dilithium down 10%. The name is Quark. He's here to see Liquidator Brunt. Gotta make his donation. He'll tell Liquidator Brunt he's there. Have a seat. He's like, how much for the seat? 3 slips. Quark says he'll stand. Oh, that'll be 1 slip. He'll give him 2 slips for the chair. Okay. It's kind of fun. They do negotiations on everything. He's like, if you're here to deliver an imprinted confession, you can leave it with him. He needs to talk to Brunt now. He has information that can shake the very foundation of the Ferengi Alliance. 3 slips of latinum for sitting down. He's like, brother, can you loan me 3 strips? He's got a message from Moogie. She'll share it with you. She'll share the profits. 50-50. Tell Brunt I'll talk to him later. He's like, let's try out that elevator. Gives him a little extra piece for his trouble. So now they're going to try out that elevator. That piece went right in his jacket. Rockside says, Moogie going for the ears is like a human mother grabbing the kids. Wow. Not going to say it. John DeMarco says, capitalism at its finest. Deej is Bird of Prey. Now I know why Sisko Prey was in a towel. Bird is making it. No, absolutely not. So how much Latinum have you made? Quark just wants to make sure everything's divided fairly. 50-50, just like you said. She said, I never said that. Rom said he said that he'd let it keep all the profit for himself. Rom lied. Rom lied to both of them. He had no choice. It was the only way to get the two of them talking again. He's like, don't get your lobes caught in the way out, says Moogie. Now Rom is like, that's enough bickering. You're both acting like children. I'm not going to stand by and let this family fall apart. Quark, you should be ashamed of yourself. I've seen you treat Cardassians with more respect than you show your own mother. And Moogie, if Quark can uncover your hidden investments, the FCA will too. Then all that profit will be lost. Think about that. Now, neither of you is going to leave this room until you've settled things. Is that clear? And no shouting as he yells. He's going to take a nap. Roxodds, as we all know, Bird of Prey tests Mop like Moogie. Treats Mop like Moogie. I do not treat Mamo Prey like Moogie. Yosef says, after watching recently the Insomniac Soup with mate nudity, I would even accept Moogie on the screen. What? Well, with male nudity. Yeah, I guess. Why were you watching the soup with male nudity? Nog. When it comes to business, Rom is a lot like her father, his father. Rom's a lot like his father. And you, Quark, I suppose, are a lot like me. So Quark took after the mother. Your father wrote your first copy of the Rules of Acquisition, but who helped you memorize them? Moogie did. She was never prouder. The first time you made it through all 285 rules without a mistake. Quark says, Rom knows them just as well. And Moogie says, but you understand them. Rom never did. And neither did his father. But even if Kalnar didn't know the first thing about profit, he knew everything about family. He was a good husband and a wonderful father. And she loved him for that. The way she loves Rom, it's a little weird. And the way she loves Quark. Yes, she means it. She means it. Joseph says, Bird of Prey, they were taking their shirts off without warning. She'll give back the money, she says. She's like, how can I refuse you? You're my son. She's like, you don't know how much this means to you. She's like, I know exactly how much it means to you. And Quark is laughing. Moogie, Moogie. He loves his Moogie. Admiral Saval says, I'm going to be going live on YouTube, Bird of Prey. Good for you, Admiral. Guys, check out Admiral Saval. Admiral, you doing some Command and Conquer gameplay or something else? Apparently the father has died, Dan, I would guess. Yeah, years ago. Thank you, Josh. So, Sisko and Yates are having their first coffee drink. This doesn't seem to be going so well. Like, he seems a little preoccupied. When they made her plans, she forgot she had a previous engagement. He says, I see. She's like, it's not what you think. It was a family obligation. I have a brother who's a colonist on Cessna 3. He's like, that's on the other side of the Federation. It's so far away. It takes 2 weeks for a subspace transmission to get here. And she's expecting it tonight, and she promised the brother that she'd listen to it as it come in. And Sisko's like, I hope nothing's wrong. She's like, not unless he slides into second. He's like, slides into second? That sounds like baseball. She's like, you know about baseball? I think it's my favorite sport. But nobody's played it for 200 years. While they're playing it on Cestus 3, at least they have for the last 6 months. She's like, I had no idea. That's fantastic. How many teams? There's 6 teams, but they're expanding. They're trying to make a couple more. She's like, I didn't know you liked baseball. He's like, I didn't know anybody liked baseball either except me and Jake. She's laughing. She's like, this transmission, it's an audio recording of the game between his brother's team and the Cessnus Comets. If you want, if you'd like, you're welcome to listen to it with me. He'd love to. They'll leave their coffee cups there. Does your brother's league use a designated hitters rule? Oh, they decided against it. Wood bats or poly... Not wood, of course. Is the brother a right-handed pitcher? Or do they need a right-hand? Jake is up there smiling because he knows they're hitting it off now. Command and Conquer gameplay. Very good. Guys, if you want to watch some Command and Conquer gameplay, check out Admiral Saval. So you got Moogie naked and with a confession. He's like, I hope you learned your lesson. And Moogie said, and what would that be? And he's like, oh, she's speaking to me, Quark says. Your mother's confession will serve as a warning to females all over the Alliance. Quark says, nobody else needs to learn about this. What if the people found out a Ferengi woman earned all that latinum? And so he gives a generous bribe to Brunt. He's like, I sincerely hope I never see any of you again. The feeling's mutual. He's very happy. I thought he'd never leave. She puts her clothes back on. She just gave up a sizable fortune. No further nagging. If you want to wear clothes, go ahead. Yosef says baseball is in the 24th century like fencing is to us. There's a lot of people who fence still. Sci-Fi Nation Berta 3, Cestus 3 was when the Enterprise and the Gorn ship got into a firefight, and the 2 captains were kidnapped by rock people and forced to fight on a different planet. Was it rock people? I don't think it was rock people who captured them. But thank you. I was wondering Cestus 3 sounded familiar. Thank you. Admiral Saval says, I'm just tired of having to upload my streams from Twitch to YouTube. I understand. Roxod says, listening to baseball isn't the same without Bob Uecker. Absolutely. Oh, she only gives the AOC a third of the profits. She's hiding most of it. She's like, but it's her own fault for not hiding it better. And she's got the rest of her profits hidden so well, she'll be lucky if she can find it. Oh, Rom's got to leave. Moogie. Okay, Admiral. Good luck. Admiral Saval just went live. Dan 23 says, if females can't leave the home, how do they get a mate to get married? Probably they can leave the home with, like, escort of their fathers or something. And I wouldn't be surprised if Ferengi have arranged marriages on Ferenginar. Yeah, John DeMarco says getting a Ferengi wife is a business transaction. That's true. Elihu says not a Dodger fan, but Euchre was the greatest. And Elihu says, go Giants. Joseph says baseball, a sport played seriously in one country on Earth. Fake, a lot of countries, a lot of South American countries, Latin American, and island nations play baseball, and Japan. On one country on Earth, the Star Trek is based and is too U.S. focused. I should boycott it. I mean, girl-cott it. What's the correct pronoun here? Yeah, you should. You should they-cott it. They-cott is obviously the correct pronoun. Elihu says this episode was awesome sauce. Elihu. Sci-Fi Nation says never did like the Dodgers since they left Brooklyn. There will always be a hole in Brooklyn when the Dodgers left. Long before I was born, but yeah. 1955. Mama Pray remembers. She thinks. I had an Ebbets Field Brooklyn Dodgers shirt growing up. It was one of my favorite shirts. I'd walk around in the park, like old people would come up to me and say, I remember the Dodgers. I used to go there as a kid to Ebbets Field. I used to sell whatever for a quarter. It was fine. A nickel, whatever. A coin. I didn't mind. I didn't mind talking to old people. Go Cubbies, says Deej. Baseball is big in Japan. It's big in Japan. It's big in Dominican Republic. It's big in, well, Puerto Rico is probably the United States. But it's big in South American, Latin American countries, and Japan, and the United States. It's really just not big in Europe or Africa and part of Asia. Hashtag non-binary cot. That's what you got to do. Non-binary cot. Deej says Harry Carey. Harry Carey. Who's Harry Carey? Harry Carey. The famous Dodger. Who's Harry Carey?
When the Japanese killed themselves.
When the Japanese killed themselves? That's Harry Carey? Why would Deej yell that out?
I don't know.
William Devine says Quark and Garrick are the best episode of DS9. Quark and Garrick are the best episode? I mean, they're the best characters. I could see an argument for that. Darth Maul says, I thought the hole was for the bodies. Roxal says, I have very personal reasons for hating that fan base. Resolute Germs says, screw baseball. Baseball will have no meaning until the Mariners win the World Series. Sci-Fi says, Bird of Prey, don't worry, 1955 was well before my time as well. That was the year my ma was born. Aw. Yeah, yes. Hakuli. Yes. Gross. Yeah, gross. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Freeze. Deej says Harry Carey was a very famous Cubs announcer. Harry Carey was a very famous Cubs announcer. What you're thinking is Hakuli. That's where they stabbed themselves. And so, yeah, a baseball announcer. Okay. Mama Pray was mistaken. Yeah. Elihu says Henry DeWitt Carey II was an American actor and one of silent film's earliest superstars, usually cast as a Western hero. And Roxad says Harry Carey couldn't hold Bob Euchre's Miller Lite. That's okay, Mama Pray. It was close enough. Well, guys, I really enjoyed the episode. I mean, obviously, we learned more about the Ferengi in this episode, probably than we had in all the Trek up to this point. We see Ferenginar. We see what life is like on Ferenginar. We see what life is like for female Ferengi. We see female We see female Ferengi. We see home lives of Ferengi. We see what a typical Ferengi house looks like. How their entire society is based on bribes or gifts. How litigious they are. And we get Kasidy Yates and Sisko, and we know we've got 4 more years of them getting to closer and closer. So that's a lot of good stuff in this episode. A lot of good stuff. I think we all enjoyed it. Budweiser, says Deej. Deej says that's because he drank Budweiser, not horse piss beer. Wow. Darth Maul says, and Mary Carey, WW porn star who ran for governor of California. Wow. Budweiser. Yeah. Ribbit. Yeah, those old commercials. They do make a great family, Ace Mr. Freeze. Star Trek Nitpicker says, great episode. Absolutely. Absolutely. So next week is episode 24. And I should have looked that up before. Here we go. Episode 24 is Shakaar. And then Faces. And then The Adversary. And then we finish season 3. So we have 3 more weeks of DS9 season 3. And then we go to Way of the Warrior parts 1 and 2 for a special 2-parter a month from now, I guess, as we get into season 4. And DS9 goes from good to great as we get Worf back in the series. Worf comes back to Star Trek, and it was perfect timing. The Enterprise just got destroyed in the Generations movie, and Worf needed something to do. And here he is, shows up on a little station called Deep Space Nine. I can't wait. I can't wait. So with that, guys, thank you all so much. Admiral Saval is streaming some Command & Conquer if you're interested. There's Nerdrotic put out a video about Nancy Pelosi getting caught in the salon that I'm about to go watch. And we've got a few people streaming in a few minutes. If any of you guys want to put in your links or URLs in, please, now's the time. And I will see you guys probably. I will try to stay up to say hello on Life with Matthews pub tonight. Also, Mr. CCDV is doing a religion stream with Anti-Tracker and Rambling Canuck and Deej, and I'm not sure who else, but I'm going to try to be there for that too. So it's a busy night tonight on YouTube's. So I hope to see you guys all tonight, and Qapla tomorrow, another Lower Decks review. Good night, all. Bird out. Sci-Fi Nations is Bird of Prey. Great stream as always, bud. Live long and alpaca, everyone. Karoga National Anthem is the best anthem. Hail Karoga. Hail Karoga. And Qapla. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out BirdoPrey5.com, the new home of everything Birdo Prey 5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/BirdoPrey5 or on BirdoPrey5.com. Take care.